Hello there! What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be taking a look at the customizable super tactical command droid. It says droid, but there's two in there. It says it's singular, but I see doubles, so maybe I have been having some expired Meluran fruits or something like that. This is for the Separatists, for the Clone Wars era, for Star Wars Legion. We're going to have a lot of robotic pieces and options and ways to build these guys. This is going to be a really, really cool one. While the droids aren't my favorite faction in this game, the previews I've seen from this pack look to be absolutely spectacular. So I'm really, moving things. I'm excited about this one. While I get this thing open, let me remind you guys, if you're new here to the channel, we still have the plenty of time left to enter to win the 12 Days of Life Day. There's going to be 12 different giveaways that we do all throughout the month of December. Typically going to be announcing winners towards the end of the videos in December, so it's not going to be every single video, but it'll be 12 times, which is going to be often in December. So watch the videos all the way to the end. And how do you enter to win any of these wonderful and fabulous giveaways? You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos. It's as simple as that. It's so exciting. Let's get everything out of here. These are very full and big and juicy boxes. We've got our frames, our sprues right here. We've got our cardboard in here and cards. This has two separate card packs. It's interesting that they broke them up in here. Super Droids Tactico de Mando. These are Mandalorian droids. Apparently it's on the card. It's now canon. We've got our bases here, and then we also have a piece of cardboard there to separate everything, and everything to everybody who helped bring you this game, and our little QR code for the instructions, which I usually don't need, but droids I might. I don't know. We'll see how the sprues look. Let's take a closer look at them, and then we'll do the cards. All right, so we're taking a look at the frames here. These are a little different. In some of the other customizable sets, you kind of had, there's two minis, and you had kind of one frame per mini for many of the cases there. This one is basically, they've done it differently. You've got legs on one, or legs up top, legs down below, two torsos, front and back. Or maybe three torsos. It looks like this could be three different torsos. I'm not sure what this piece is right here. It looks like it's like shin guards or something to that effect. Maybe even a shoulder kind of pauldron. I will probably have to check the instructions on this one. We've got like super little tiny arms right here for AO8 and AO7. We have the big cloak right here. We've got three head options, BO1, BO2, and BO3. And then we've got Sprue Charlie, as we're going to call this one. We've got a regular kind of blaster rifle there. We've got this rifle here with the cord. This looks like kind of a STD droid kind of holding up its little holographic plans and stuff like that of the city. Maybe another knee joint or no, these are shoulder. I think these are shoulder joints right here, or shoulder pads. We've got the big electro staff. We've got another blaster and something here. I don't know what this one is. It's maybe the back of a head, or maybe it's underneath side of this. So I will probably be looking over the instructions a little bit for these, and to figure out how they all go together before. I still don't know what these little guys are here. Unless you just want to, instead of giving him arms, you want to give him T-Rex arms. It would be really funny to build like a T-Rex droid and just give him the world's tiniest arms. I challenge someone to do this and post a picture on my Discord. I would love to see it. That would be the funniest thing ever. I absolutely love it. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and look at these cards. All right, starting off, we do have cardboard tokens for Commander and Operative, and with both the Separatist and the generic sides. So, we are used to seeing those already, I'm sure. We have our super tactical command droid, command and control variant. We're going to take this same version in French and flip this over so we can take a look at this guy right here, and we're going to look at all of that. So there's not a whole lot to this card if you just look at the front of it, but it's the back that gives you a ton of options. You've got your doctrine, you've got 3 programming slots, you've got the command slot, you've got the ops, the grenade, the comms rather. You've got the equipment and the weapon. A lot of stuff. You must equip a doctrine, and he has override. He's got 1 and 2 for melee, 3 dice, range 3 for range, which is already decent. He has surge to hit, red defense die, 5 and 2, so 2 for the courage. He is the commander. Interesting thing about this one is that for 70 points, we have slightly cheaper. We have a higher courage in the operative slot for the auxiliary command droid for the super tactical command droid. So that much is very interesting. He's got less upgrades, right? He's got less programs. He's got 2 weapons though he can take. He is a little bit more, assassin droid, right? That's kind of cool. 60 points here for this guy. He has aid droid trooper in addition to the equip requirement and the override keyword. So that's interesting. They're both speed 2. They both have the same weapon profiles, and they're 5. This one has, again, 1 higher courage, but still surge to hit with the red defense die and no defensive surge. And he's cheaper, but again, you got to have a commander. You don't have to have an operative, so there's that. But this is going to be interesting when we see like everything that they can take. So let's look at the upgrades. We've got Seek and Destroy. Metallica is already filing lawsuit because you can't use that term. No, I'm just kidding. You can have 2 of these. They're going to gain an extra training slot. Well, they don't have training at all, so they're going to gain their first training, and they're going to gain Demoralize, Marksman, and Target 1 for 5 points. You can take the Tyrannical Taskmaster for 8 points. They're going to gain another programming upgrade slot, and you can ready up to 1 of his programming upgrade cards. Now, that's very interesting. It's also interesting when you see a programming option that isn't mandatory. So this opens up so many kind of build options for these guys. We have the Heavy Arm Cannon. That's 5 dice in total, 2 red and 3 white. When you already have surge to hit, that's not terrible. It is 20 points, though. It's a little on the expensive side. It's suppressive, but it's only range 1 to 2. That's the problem I ran into. Is it's like, this isn't something you put on your commander. I think this is operative. This has got operative all day long, written all over it. We've got the Electro Staff, which is very nice. Charge and immune to melee pierce, critical 1. 6 dice. You got a rainbow, 2 red, 2 white, 2 black. It's a beautiful thing. I wonder why they go red, white, black. Like what was? I wonder what the theory there is, because there's going to be red, black, white in terms of like best to worst. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. We have the mobility upgrade for 8 points. This is going to give them scale and steady. Steady is such a good keyword. I think this is I think this is one that you're going to want to take a lot. I really like that one. We've got the expanded data banks, which is going to add an extra programming slot. And here we're going to get some of the programs. And this is where they get really interesting. We've got the limiter override for 5 points. This is a free action, but it exhausts. Choose another allied unit that has the AI keyword within 2. Choose and resolve one of the following effects. You can remove 3 suppression or an immobilized token. This is one of the options. You can choose the chosen unit gains an aim token or a dodge token, or you can ready one of their exhausted upgrade cards. So that's a really good card. I can see that one being taken quite a bit. We have the targeting relay as also an exhaust free action. Each enemy unit within 4 in line of sight of this unit gains an observation token. Range 4 is good, and it's free. A lot of times you have to, observation tokens sometimes require a full action. That's a free action. And it's range 4, which is huge. I like that. Overclock. This is also restricted to 2. It costs 5. It's also free action exhaust. Choose another allied unit that has the AI keyword within 2 of this unit. The chosen unit makes a speed 2 move, then gains an immobilize token. You've got sliced comms as a free action exhaust. Choose an enemy unit within 2 and in line of sight of this unit. That chosen unit gains 2 suppression tokens. And if the chosen unit has a face-up order token, shuffle that order token back into your opponent's order pool. Always nice when Rex kind of pulls out that 1 pip, right? Optimized task flow. You gain direct AI unit, of which there are many AI units, so that's not a bad one at all. We've got 5 points here for the enhanced combat subroutines. You have to roll your R in subroutine. You don't actually, I just made that up. This unit gains sharpshooter 1. While this unit attacks, the attack pool gains lethal 1. That's a pretty good one if you're shooting. Strategic programming gains strategize 1 for 8 points. And oh yeah, so as I'm just going through, there's a lot. Again, this one I think is the most card heavy pack out of everything so far. We have 2 command cards. We're going to start with Exterminate, the super tactical command droid. It issues himself an order only. When super tactical command droid is issued an order with this card, it gains Demoralize 2 this round. Additionally, the first time this round, the ordered super tactical command droid defeats an enemy unit after the effect is resolved, that super tactical command droid may make a free attack action even if it has already made an attack action during its activation. The ordered super. So it's interesting because it says the ordered super tactical command droid, because if you're running 2 of these, they don't have the bubble, so they're not unique, although, I think at one time I thought they were going to be unique. So, yeah, it's the ordered one. And then we have Tactical Download, which is 3 AI units or droid trooper units. Place 4 aim tokens and 4 dodge tokens on this card. Each time an allied droid trooper unit or allied unit with the AI keyword attacks or defends this round, it may spend a token on this card as though that unit had the token. If it does, each token an allied unit spends in this way after the effect is resolved, that unit gains an immobilize token. So this is, it's an option. The thing is that there's some things that are coming out that are going to steal tokens or rip tokens off of people. We've seen that, like with Grievous's new thing and stuff. So like the mechanic of having tokens that are available that aren't on your own unit is not new, because we've seen that with the clones keywords. We've seen that with Exemplar. But this has it completely off the board. So that's kind of a cool thing. So those are our cards. Let's go ahead and put some models together. So I'm currently putting this together, and I am not impressed with this model kit. This is my least favorite expansion in quite a while, largely because of these things. And like you can see my finger. Like look how tiny these little things are, and it's not clear at all where they're supposed to go on here. Look at this instructions right here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I am not pleased. Oh boy. I'm just gonna try and put this on. This is, I don't know. It doesn't lock in anywhere. Like it's just an arm attached, like that. Just, I don't know if that's right or what. Yeah. I mean, like clearly the diagram said like I was supposed to go over here somewhere, but like there's also no photos of it actually being used, and it's like optional. Just put an arm on your ribs, because, or like that. I don't even know what this is. What is it, like a pelvis kind of connection? It doesn't make any sense to me. Also, I want to point out, since I'm talking, I did just highlight the instructions. There's the link or the QR code does not work for these things anymore. So if you're doing that, you have to connect them manually. I have no idea if this is right or not. It looks ridiculous. No idea. And that looks like it's going to break as soon as I try and put it into a joint. Right? Because there's nowhere for the legs for it to connect to. There's nowhere. That's... All right. I put that on as ridiculous as it looks. one other thing that's like a positive quality on these things. I definitely have some negatives, but one positive here is that the heads have this joint. It's just a a semicircle at the bottom, so you can rotate them kind of however you want. Makes it a little easier. Granted, a lot of hobbyists don't need that, but I think a lot of regular folks do, and I think it's makes it a lot nicer to get whatever kind of pose you want. All right, so we're all assembled here, and I think this is the cooler guy for sure. I put the the cape on this one. I gave him maybe the weirdest torso out of the group, and he's got the triple legs and got the cape on there and stuff like that. So that much is cool. The other guys, he got the shoulder pads and the knee pads. Can't really put the knee pads on the other guy and have it look right. But so I gave him the kind of the 70s dramatic flair, and then the arm cannon. So still not crazy about the little hip joints there. I'm not sure what the whole deal behind them is. It would have nice to have seen an example, photograph or something. But I don't know if he's just got an extra little set of arms or what or if they were supposed to connect to something else. It just doesn't look right to me. But I'm gonna leave it there for now. All right, so that has been a look at the customizable super tactical command droid. This is, I say droid because the box says droid, and so I've got pros and cons, right? Like I like this guy. I like some of the options that he has. Well, I say options. They're not really options though. It's unless you want him to just be completely normal. There's not a whole lot of customization, unless you're just going to build one droid. I feel like there's a lot of confusion in this particular box because on the front it says plural, but on the back I'm sorry, the front is singular, but on the back it mentions plural. It's showing you an impossible build on the front because you cannot possibly build these two droids from this box because there's only one set of legs. There's a triple leg thing, and then there's the regular leg, but you can't build this because there's only one set of bipedal legs. So like the box is like misleading because you can't build this combination from that. So I don't know why, maybe this set wasn't ready yet when they had to get the production art. I know they do these things months in advance, but this was a big fail when it comes to like if somebody's expecting to build two droids here. And maybe that's why they made it singular on the front. So this like, well, we said it's droids, so you can build one of those two. I don't know. But then on the back, it's plural. It even says two miniatures, right? Like on the back, it says two miniatures. So like, I just don't. And if you read the description too, it's like, it also uses words in plural as well. So So there weren't really too many extra leftover options. I feel like the other kits gave you more options. I think the only real options you had here was the heads, because there was 3 heads for 2 miniatures, and the front plates for the chests, because there was 4 front plates, although the back plates were the same. But legs, you kind of had to go with the 2 leg options that were available. And there were the basic blaster options, or which I gave them each of that, or just an empty hand, or you had the option of like holding the crystal. But that's stuff I think we've already seen with like the super tactical droid that we've already seen. So I wanted to do some new stuff, and I feel like I didn't really get a whole lot of value on this guy because he seems kind of similar to that one that we already have. But if you go, your triple leg option is a cool droid, so at least I'm getting the one cool droid out of it. But overall, between the improper naming, making it seem like it's singular, then an impossible art on the front, and then the fact that the QR codes don't work for the instructions. And this was the first one in years I've actually had to check out the instructions, and the really bad instructions, especially with the little hip joints too. There were a whole lot of misses here. Overall, it's still not a terrible buy because it's still a cool kit. You can still get to do some customization. I'm just kind of disappointed because this one is easily in last place when it comes to the customizable characters, and I do want to see more, but I want to see more in the style of like the Empire and how theirs were, and then like especially like the Jedi and how theirs were. There a lot of the other kits really showed you how amazing these things can be, and this particular set really kind of failed to deliver on that, while still being good enough, I suppose. That's my takeaway on it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. You might have a different takeaway. One thing that they do really make up for it with, though, the swivel heads was a good thing, and the wealth of cards that come in here, like the unit itself is going to be very good in the game. They give you a lot of options as far as all the programming options that are in there. There's a ton of customizability for these as it comes to gameplay, but as a model kit is where it's failing me. So gameplay wise, it seems like they're going to be very strong. Model wise, very weak compared to what I know AMG is capable of. So that's my takeaway. Let me know your thoughts. I will talk to you guys later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.